Don't they like my company too much? My brother, I know already, but because I like the attention, I'll say, it's a lie. You know that you try to deny the whole thing. So I think you have the power to say no. So that's my thing.
Okay, we are back. And we are back for part 2. No need for introductions.
Yeah.
You know the guys that, okay, this guy is Mr. A-Jokes. Chaos. Chaos.
I've changed it to a married person because
yes,
last time he was giving us single vibes.
You get the story. So, where were we? Okay, I'm going to ask this question. You know, people say that cheating is because, people say they cheat simply because the opportunity presents itself, the temptation is there, you know. So is this cheating about the opportunity or boundaries?
You're going first.
No, I'm laughing first.
I know this is the same, that opportunity comes with once. So
you need to jump back.
You need to grab the opportunity.
Hey, grab it while it lasts. No, but please, that was a joke. Don't take it serious. So, but if I want to answer that, I'll say that first. There's a saying also that you cannot trust someone that claims that he's not a thief when he's not given the opportunity to steal and he did not take the money.
Yeah.
So the same thing for this too. So those that go around saying that they are not cheating husbands, maybe the opportunity has not come. But Bible made us to understand that God will not allow you to be tempted more than you can bear.
Yeah.
So whatever temptation that comes your way means you can bear it. You have the power to say no. So if you decide to fall for it, my brother, you wanted to fall in the first place.
Actually,
He just grabbed the opportunity. So it's not devil. Keep devil where it is. Not be devil this time. Because, and I won't use a personal experience. This time I was not married. I think I finished school a year after I finished school. I was in a room in my auntie's house alone with a girl. And this is a girl I used to like. So we were watching something on TV. I know that kind of thing. I had it first in my head that something will happen. So I'm bringing this up to say that whatever opportunity, whatever temptation that happens, you first know.
yes.
So if you end up doing it, that lie.
You decided
now
to
you
do it.
decide to do it because somewhere in your head you don't already know say this thing will happen. So and you at that time you knew before the girl started to show any this thing, you had the right to say, I'm cutting off, or I'm leaving this place, or I'm not even calling this person again. Because it can happen from conversations. I'm close to this person. I just didn't notice, say, this person don't they like my company too much. My brother, I know already, but because I like the attention, I'll say, it's a lie. You know that you try to deny the whole thing. So I think you have the power to say no. So that's my take on it.
So it's about setting boundaries because
Yes.
it's very important to set boundaries. You know, that story I was talking about my colleague that had the colleague in the office. My friend that had a colleague in the office.
I can't forget that.
You know, he did not set boundaries. And he grabbed the opportunity
right last.
So the truth is that we are not trying to grab opportunities here. Yeah. We are trying to make sure that we don't find ourselves in those
Thank you.
So you set the necessary boundaries already.
Not to find
yourself. So that you are not in that situation.
The best way to overcome temptation for me, the first way I'm saying hierarchy of overcoming temptation, first avoid it. Do you understand? Make I know I shouldn't be found in the, for example now, Psalms 1 says, blessed is the man that does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly, nor sit in the seat of the scornful, nor walk in the way of the sinners.
Yes.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord. First things, I don't want to be found on that pathway where I will have the temptation to do one or two things. That's why I put some structures around my life. For example, there was one time I was unmarried too. I was in my friend's house. Well, my senior friend's house. So just the same way I have people in my house, the same way he has people in his house. That's where I even learned the culture from. So there was this girl, she's a friend of mine. We're all cool. We're all living in the same house. So We're watching a movie one night, and it was dark. It was just me and her. We're watching. I'm telling you, we're watching How to Get Away with Murder. I can't forget it. That's why I stopped watching the movie. Because
Something about movie and
I'm telling you. So
We want to make you commit murder to your
you
life.
know how we lived in a communal family house. It was like a family house. So I mean, if somebody said, "Oh, my neck is paining me," I can easily just help you massage the place. We're just there, we're watching. Then one scene of the movie just passed and it was sexual, sort of. You know, if you watch How to Get Away with Murder, there are a lot of very... This scene just passed. My antenna first
you know that awkward moment that...
My antenna first up. Then the girl now said, I'm feeling something in my back. I just watched the movie. I said, we know they watch again. Do you know? And I didn't let that moment slide. I now asked the girl, because I sat up. I said, if while in the process of massaging you, I did more than that, what would have happened? Would you have had sufficient willpower in yourself to say no? She said no. I said, okay.
My sister.
But the point is, I found myself in that situation. Abby, right now, I do, as a married man, I have some certain set of rules that I put around my life.
Yes.
That's, I'm not saying temptation won't still come. Yeah. I'm saying I'm first doing the one that will first eradicate some level of temptation. For example, I don't speak with anybody. My phone goes on D&D 8:30 in the evening. Except if it's a matter of life and death, and you know I'm married, you try to reach me, you don't get me. You call my wife. Yeah. Do you understand? Like, I don't respond to text messages of the opposite sex. You see when that my phone enters 8:30, D&D till the next morning by 6. There's no reason for me to be entertaining relationship conversations. In fact, this is how much it is, but I have put a lot of structures around my life to help me. To the point that, Mr. Ben, me and my wife were talking about something the other day, and I asked her, do you know that girl? She said, yes. I said, when I was talking to the girl the other time, she just, greeted me and did like this. My wife said, like, I have created a system whereby if anything feels remotely uncomfortable,
spill it.
Bro.
You spill it.
No. I'll tell my wife.
Let me know now.
Then me and my wife will now start to set structure. In fact, there are people that when they come to my house, my wife comes to the parlor. It's not because she doesn't trust me. She doesn't want to hear anybody come and bring her one story later on, say anything. Yes. So structures, first of all, systems, first of all, there are some things I will not be found doing. If I want to go out with anybody, especially the opposite, I will text my wife now. There is a trail. There's a meal trail. Nobody if you can't tell me anything. Yes. It is there. Then I don't put myself in uncomfortable situations. I've learned the hard way. Some days you have the willpower to say, if he catches you on the wrong day, those are the issues. So structures.
Even your tongues will not work.
Yeah, so structures.
So that's true. For me, it's boundaries. And that's where it starts and where it's... And it's like Socrates would say, man, know thyself. So, when this is your spec, that's what the problem is.
No, but at least it's very true. Because as a married man, you can like somebody else.
Yes,
because if it's not your spec, it cannot attract you. There's nothing that will happen.
True.
The person just looks like a guy around you because it's not your spec. But when it's your spec, you now know there's something there. So first off, tell yourself, we don't have any private discussion. We want to see, let's see the public where you see me, see you, everybody see us. That's the... But when you're not okay, let's work late. Let's go over this file again. No. Let's talk about this thing again. That's the extra. And it's your spec. You're putting yourself... So boundaries are really the thing. So when you set the boundaries, you
see that spec thing, there's a flip side to it, which is, you see your ex, bruh. Your ex was your spec before.
Ex-her.
Yeah.
I see, I don't...
Ex-her. But see, there are times where physically the person is not your spec. There's just something that brings you guys together. Yes. And then if they really put the person for your phone, you will not really go there.
This thing, like you said,
it might just be the person's intellect, the person that is able to do something at that moment.
From the compliments and everything, there's
a part.
So there are some harmless friendship.
There's a part
that will not become dangerous to you.
There's a part I heard him say, which I will inculcate. But the second part is accountability. I remember the first year of my marriage, I would have been in a deep mess. He knows about the story. You know what saved me? Accountability. The first day the girl came up to me, I told my wife, I said, see, this person is coming on something based on, she's facing some addiction and long story cut short. That's how she came. But before you know, 1 week, 2 weeks, she done the confess feeling. But tables turn when the thing now came up in the open. She switched the table and said I was the one that was coming up to her since, that was chasing her.
If you are not,
and she said no. I said, see, that it was so bad that day. See, I told everybody that, see, I don't really owe anybody an explanation. The person on explanation is my wife. And I've told her from, day one, I told her everything from day one. If not, imagine I did not say anything to her. Imagine when people are doubting you, your own wife is doubting you, there's trouble.
Which is the core of it. Once it begins to break the core of trust, because that's where we're headed, right? Cheating in a relationship. You know how movies have placed this thing that, you've seen it now in movies. Yeah. The person doesn't even know the girl, might not even be his spec. Then one chemistry, one moment is really usually that one. So maybe somebody drops something on the floor, just something just happens and then you fall. I'm just saying, don't put yourself there.
We've seen stories whereby they talked about maybe a popular person or a man cheating. And when you see the wife of the person, you will not ask, wait till you see for this person. Exactly. He is not expecting at that moment.
Every man, I detect we are human beings. We are flesh and blood.
Like they say, there's blood on each of your veins, bro.
No.
You will fall
set
if you don't set that boundary. Whether the person
is your spec or not, put a boundary. Whether the person is your spec or not, X your ex.
Let you remember your ex.
Establish that.
X your ex. I'm telling you, and be very, very accountable.
So at what point does harmless friendship become dangerous? We need to really point out.
Okay. So I think harmless friendship become dangerous when you're not accountable about it. Because I can be close to maybe an opposite sex. Yeah, but my wife knows. So my wife will be the one to tell me that maybe I'm too blinded or too invested in it to even see that this person is liking me. She'll come here and say, this person is liking you. Sha, be careful. So most of those information, I used to use and sit down first and reset. And I look at the person and see the tick of your life. So it can be harmless when it started. Yeah. But there is a chemistry between the opposite sex. When a male and female are in a closed space and seeing themselves almost every time. Yeah. Whether they did not like themselves before,
something could.
They will start liking themselves.
You're talking about as to, because you've not answered my
accountability.
Let me talk about, I think I hear your question. When
where, at what point?
Harmless friends, honest.
It's you guys are just friends. Yeah. But it gets to a point where it now becomes dangerous.
I say if you're not accountable. Because if you don't bring it under light, you're trying to keep it secluded.
Yeah, Mr. Kells. I'm so glad it's not Pastor Victor. I can't even hear a non-married man's perspective. He's not here, but I will still shade it.
Okay, where the harmless part now becomes dangerous is you started it's just harmless, and then when it starts to grow, it's when it's now becoming so private. You know, when you have 3 persons talking, it's very hard for some things to come in. Now you're looking for every opportunity to make sure there's nobody around. I think I enjoy working with you when we are together. I always use the workspace. That's where we spend most of our life.
Yes.
I said, you know, this idea, I want to run it by you. No, I think you have a better, you are now making that person, you're putting that person in a special place. Your heart is telling you this person is the person that has the answer. This is the person that will be able to look at this thing very well. Now you start doing that. You keep doing it. There's something about it that's excited to say, I got a new idea, I want to run it by
this person.
When seeing the person starts to excite you,
yes.
Started.
There's somebody else, your wife is asking you, that thing you wanted to do, say, don't worry, I already have it worked out. You are looking forward to that person. There's an excitement now. It's no longer, it's leaving that place.
True.
And now that person now feels comfortable to tell you something else. And then, so if you are sharing something that your wife now says, okay, how did you arrive at this? And say, I ran it with now the accountability part. You are not telling your wife how your wife cannot be all things to you. Let's be true about that. It cannot be all things to you. There are some areas where maybe your finance and or maybe she can't give you that answer. But when you're now making it just about that person, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Let's talk. It's growing.
You gotta watch it.
It's growing.
You gotta watch it.
One old man was telling me, because the one guy and his sister, they always sleep in one bed. They have been, growing up. I called the guy one day, say, the private part of you and this lady, your sister, they don't know each other. They are not
siblings.
they don't understand that.
They are not related. Okay,
You are doing that.
Did they get the program, Abi?
They don't understand each other. So it goes to they don't know each other. So before you know, you say you are not, it's harmless. It doesn't really mean anything.
That's so incest they happen.
The next thing you are waiting for her to come for 3 to talk, and she delayed like 10 minutes. What happened? She said, I was spending one time with one. So who's that person?
Exactly.
You have to asking questions you're not supposed to be asking.
The jealousy comes in.
It's coming close. Until it becomes something else.
Yeah.
So I think when you're not comfortable, you're not opening up. You're making it about one person. You're making one about that person.
They begin to get excited.
Yes.
No,
To
but
see the
I
person.
still feel that, I mean, of course, all of us are married people and we have genuine friendships. I believe that how you know a friendship is getting toxic is when the person that is your friend does not respect the boundaries that you also put. You know that this is how I run my home. You know that I don't entertain conversations. You can't be calling me with your emotional issues around 10:30 in the morning. Like, I'm sorry, you should also have friends. I can't be the person for you to relate this kind of information with, because over time you feel like you are Lord and Savior. You are helping my brother. God has if a person is planted, it means that God has given what that person needs within the community that person is. You can't be the person to be solving or submitting or sharing that grace within that period. There are boundaries around relationship.
Yeah.
Once the person begins to just negate the boundaries, just do away with your own boundaries, I start to question my relationship.
Yes, and there's another thing, work should be work.
Yeah.
The home is home.
True.
I have female colleagues at work. After work, you cannot be calling me on anything. It has to really be work for you to call my phone. We are close at the office.
Yeah.
We work together, we run a project together, we are in the same project team. But the moment we close, until tomorrow.
You don't be.
And if I don't see you for 1 week, I don't even check on you. It says that there's one document you have not sent to me.
Yes.
How far with that document? So, but when it starts becoming, I get back to work, I just want gist with this person. Let me call Grace. Hello, how are you? Let me call Esther. How are you doing?
No.
When it comes out of work, there is now gist.
Yeah.
You now want to check on.
One more
I did not see you at work today.
As for doctor.
And I want to check on you.
A man should know how to refer to.
Thank you.
Like when a girl comes to you to tell you something, know how to refer.
Yes,
Thank you.
There's something that happened in church when I was in school. Okay, they said after evangelism, you should follow up. So I followed up the opposite sex. The rest was
history.
So if we talk about so when a girl wants to say, okay, there's something happening in my relationship, I want to talk to you should be able to have a girl to I'm not the one to sometimes some issues come on. I just tell them, okay, well, meet Pastor Shemun or you meet Pastor Richard. Just go and talk to
This is what I'm learning the hard way. Now, when people for trouble the first time. So I know they do it.
You want to cancel like that?
I'm the chief counselor for everything opposite. And when a girl, opposite sex, is telling you about sexual matters,
No.
it opens a door.
Nah, lie. If anybody brings sexual matters to you, the person wants
There's
you.
something they are
The person
trying to
wants
say.
your life. That's why they are bringing it up to you. Do you know why? Because if I bring a matter to you, I want to hear your disposition about this matter. Yeah. And it means that you will start making comments about it.
Yes.
So now you want to I want to put a thought in your head.
Yes.
And guess what? That's how the enemy, see, devil plants
That's how it
thoughts.
You get home.
So once they plant a thought in your head,
The person that planted it and go, you get to your own house.
Sometimes it might not even be sexual. Yes.
I don't go bring.
Sometimes it might not even be sexual. Maybe it's telling you that this is what the guy is doing. The guy doesn't take care. Now you feel like you feel responsible for her. Oh, he didn't give you money for this. After you told him this, okay. How much is the amount? You are now.
Lord and Savior.
You are trying to.
They take God position. God will strike you.
Counselor.
By doing that, the girl is getting more interested in
more
you. I say, Sian makes the comment that
how?
if only you feel be like my
my God! You see that?
if you be like my guy,
So that comparison. And the comparison.
I had a friend, me and my wife, we had to set boundaries on that particular relationship. The guy, he was a colleague of ours that became a friend. He likes my wife. This one was married. I didn't see it at first, but that guy was in love with my wife.
You
go
don't
to
know
visit
quick.
him, and he always uses my wife to quarrel with his girlfriend. He was like,
Hey.
are you not seeing Esther? Can't you be like Esther? You know the kind of, hey, look at Benjamin's wife.
Hey.
And he will even complain to me.
Yeah.
He will complain to me that I was talking to my wife the other day, trying to tell my wife, my girlfriend, to look at your wife.
And you have you got my wife is a good example.
I'm feeling like my wife is a
Yes.
good example. Until he was trying to do a website for my wife or something like that. I was not in town. So
Opportunity comes
They
as
get a
once.
good website. So you have to be out of town for the website to be.
no, they not have to meet together.
Opportunity comes. Now the opportunity with this.
The way he was praising her, that day he praised both her shape and everything.
Nah.
My wife was not calling me on the phone.
Hey.
I said, no. Do you know, I almost called his name just now. Because that experience was crazy. Me and my wife, we sat down. There's something about this friendship. We have to stop it. Because the moment the friendship was happening, he was always having issues in his relationship because of that friendship with him. Because of the fact that, and he visits me almost every 2 days.
No.
The first question we ask is your wife around? Those kind of stuff like I'm like, what's the meaning? I said, my wife said, you can't end the friend. Let me be the one to set boundaries and stop following you. I said, this person, no.
Lie.
Now, pre-wedding photo is out. He's married that same girl that is not the spec. I've given him space for years, about 2 years now, 2-3 years now. And because of that,
So now you can see what's in front of you.
he see what he had broken up with the girl. I'm not joking. The way my wife will present food, the way my wife will do is this is how it's supposed to be. This is it. I've been telling her. I wake her up in the night. I tell her that this is how I like it.
I'm sure the girlfriend will hate your wife.
It became an issue.
That thing will be very
It became an issue.
She will not like your wife.
So the truth of the matter is that you see this thing called boundaries. And when you know when an harmless friendship is becoming serious, it's little things like this.
There's one little thing that I want to say, which is a big deal. It sounds very subtle, but it's a big deal. Do not. I know it's a joke, right? But I cannot see another person and say, my wife. I can't.
Like call another person your wife.
I will not call another person, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Whether the person is married or not. Oh, I said this. I cannot call another person and anything endearment beyond just, hello, how are you doing? Do you understand? Because there is a very subtle way in which you can start to say, my babe, she knows I'm married. So it's not like, in fact, this thing can be so subtle within the company of believers so that it is so, we all know we're married now, joke.
Yeah.
Those jokes are not harmless. I'm telling you. I'm saying this because I know it.
They're harmful.
Not by my experience, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've been cautioned by it, even by the Holy Spirit, and I've seen its effect. Those things are not as harmless as we think they are. Those all subtle jokes. My baby.
Name calling is it's for real.
I'm telling you.
It becomes something.
Right
Because
appellation.
Just address people the way they are supposed to be. If not, those things can be so subtle. My wife. My babe.
You see this thing, I just remembered now.
Yeah.
So because before I started to get my stuff from Lagos for my business, I used to get from somewhere here in Warri. So the sales girl there, as a businessman, I have sweet mouth. Do you understand? So when I go, I just, how far now? It's been a while, They'll say, you that refuse to grieve for me, my love. This was before I got married. Then when I now got married, somebody met me. I said, do you know the person is beefing you? I was like, beefing me how? So I didn't know that she was taking all those things serious. So you see this thing.
You not left her and go and marry
This
another
thing
person.
is actually very true. This thing of using, because
You will say it
the person may be thinking about it.
Yes.
You cannot tell. You fit this in a joke. The person feel they laugh
The person
about it.
likes you.
And the person may
You not
be
like the person
invested.
like you. You're
Exactly.
trying to do all those, and the person goes home
It's
start
also
thinking about it.
dangerous for you,
But-
whether you meant it in the beginning or not. When you say a lie so long,
Yeah,
it begins to become, it forms a cradle of truth somehow in your mind. I'm saying avoid it. I'm telling you, as a married person, whether you're single, avoid this name calling thing. I have only one babe. I have only one wife. I can't call, I watched a podcast where they were talking about abuse, sexual abuse. We're all women. And he said, some of these things start from our little bride, our little wife, one uncle name calling there. And she said, don't. She was talking about how she was 3. And he's the one that was saying, our little wife. That was the cause of her abuse.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, I mean, it's joke now, but scripture says, let no perverse speech be heard amongst you. Let your conversation be seasoned with grace. I don't want, whether it's a joke or not near me. There are some boundaries. It sounds like it's an old-fashioned thing. It sounds like we are rigid or too conservative. I agree. If this conservative approach is going to save you from things that you don't even know can be a problem,
my brother,
let it go.
No, this cheating thing, many people, we always push it towards it being a moral issue. It has to do with your morals and stuff. But I think there are times whereby it is a traumatic matter from like your past wounds, your family background. I know a person and that came from a house where a father had about 6 to 7 wives, and they found a way to cohabit. Everybody had everybody get a dog, get a big domot. So they found a way to peacefully cohabit in the house, in the full family compound, and it became a normal thing that felt like something that brought a certain level of peace and stability. So her husband was bringing up the issue of second wife. At first, she felt sad about it. The husband did it at the end of the day. You get the whole story. And she, at the end of the day, she couldn't really react. So even when people were trying to tell her, don't agree for this thing, no, fight for your marriage.
She has seen it.
Because she has seen this thing played all through her life, and she feels like that doesn't stop him from being my husband.
It becomes normal to you.
Probably I have to just find a way to work around this thing. After all, my mother did the same thing. So sometimes it's not because we believe that or we failed in our moral standing. Sometimes past experiences, family background can come to play. Some people cheat because of the way an ex treated them.
I agree.
A previous heartbreak,
I agree.
they took one decision. You have seen people tell you are getting married. Say, no, go give your all to your wife. Oh.
It's traumatic response.
When they do you strong, you know, believe. Oh, you need to get one side. Say if he hot for us, you know where you go put him, because I don't get this experience before. When heartbreak do me, you know those kind of.
To me, what I would say that who wants to do it will do it. I think that's where I'll come from, because this heartbreak matter is not headache. You bless the tie stone for your chest. You
feel it differently.
So when my first one happened, it wasn't before the Celine Dion Backstreet Boys.
Westlife.
Yes.
It's not headache.
Soundtrack.
I was thinking love was it was black and white. I didn't know the colors.
Rainbows.
I knew not. So it happened the year that so God will forgive Peace Question. That was they released that album. That's track 4. I didn't miss you die. Akon Lonely came out around that period too. So nothing was adding up. And so I had the next thing, you take that decision that, the next person you meet will suffer. This one, I can't give my all to. But I came to understand that if you are truly a lover, you are a lover. If you are a cheater, it's already there. You are looking for.
You're not an antidote.
You are just looking. You are looking for ways. And the truth is that when you now meet the next person and you say that's what you want to do, you find that you can't do it because that's not really what you want to do. But what becomes of you now? You are now more aware, like what this person is saying, what is behind what this person is saying. Now you're not looking at the roots, not the beautiful stems and the branches anymore. You're looking at where is this person coming from, where is this relationship going. You cannot define things. It helps you see clearly. You're not moved by maybe she prepared something for you to eat. You're now looking at this person really loves me. No. What's this thing about? That's what the first one will help you. If you truly want to be in love. But when you are a cheater, you have been looking for opportunities. And probably those people that cheat, that talk about after they first they did them something, the next person they will cheat on is not far from their circle. Many times maybe it's the girl's friend or something. Because why? These are the mind of very people to say, like, no, I want to do this thing before, but there's no way to do this thing. So when you have cheated on me, I'll be okay, I will do something to you. It's something they want to do ever since. So they'll be thinking that, okay, fine, it's kind of like a revenge thing. I'm doing it. So when the girl hears that I slept with a friend and I know that, okay, and it's not right for you to break my heart in the first place. No, you really wanted to do that. Because I tried to want to do that, I could not.
But there is a reason that they give. For example, where the point is for married men.
Yeah.
Okay. And they tell you something like, to fully give myself fully vulnerable to one woman, it's a problem for me because of my past experience. So they want to have, in quotes, shock absorbers. 1 or 2 shocks so that they can easily. It's a way of them looking. It's not a good way. We need to say that, but it's a way of them looking for a safety net. Whenever they get that fear from their past trauma, maybe their wife, there's an issue at home, and it gives them. It wants to bring one feeling that looks like what happened. That they just need some certain level of love. Some people, they want. All they're looking for is for people to keep loving them. The moment you show a little bit of resentment, they want to find love somewhere. They validate their feelings with, and they can easily see. You can call it being a child, but the truth of the matter is it came from somewhere. For example, men are abused. They don't talk about it enough. Men are abused. You come out to them and you say your lecturer forced you, or lecturer is saying that you should sleep with her, and you have people telling you, so you say waiting, you're not doing
that one a problem.
That's
two enjoyments now.
But
from one side,
if it's a male lecturer
that's the words of the streets.
Yes.
It's the way you said it, because enjoyment.
That's what everybody will tell you. Everybody will tell you that in your circle, as a man, you are facing this abuse. That's what you hear. But when it's a male lecturer to a female student, it is escalated, the guy is dealt with. But men go through abuse. Just like you have a woman that will tell you she has been raped 2-3 times. She has been abused by men. She doesn't see sex as anything. So any man that comes close to her, it's not sex that you want. Take it. Whether they are married or not, sex is not an issue. In fact, they don't even see it as sin, or that it's not a sacred thing that they hold so dear to them. It doesn't have any effect on their dignity or whatever because of past traumas. The same way men there are some men that have passed through situations and they will tell you that they feel like they need to vilify women. They need to, women are objects to be, I suppose. You get the whole story. It's from background. It's from traumas. And we need to point it out that, see, it is not so. It's not so. But how do you advise people like that? Because many times, this thing is not just about moral standing. They listen to the word of God. You know, the word of God, we know gradually the Holy Spirit helps to convince us and convict us. But some people find it difficult to get that discipline to hold on to what the Holy Spirit is telling them to do, because they've not been able to let go of that traumatic experience that they had while coming up the ladder. So they do it. They are sorry. They are sorry about what they are doing.
But they are justifying it.
But they just feel like they always have that weak moment because of where it is coming from. So how do we handle that?
Hi guys, my name is Esther and this is my husband Benjamin. Welcome to Young Christian and Married Podcast.
All right, Young Christian and Married podcast is a platform that deals with the young, the Christian, and the married. So we cover both relationships, both how we grow and get better in our Christian lives and our walk with God, and how we build successful marriages. That is what we cover. So you don't have to be just married to be part of the Young Christian Married podcast. If you're believing God for a partner, and also if you are looking to do better in your walk with God, this platform is for you. God bless you.
And please comment, subscribe, share, like, and press the notification button. So whenever we have a content to share, you are always the first to know. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, see you in the next episode.
Exactly.